Fernandina Beach is just a great place to live. It's got a sense of community that I don't think you can find anywhere else on earth. That sense of community is why it's going to be so great to raise my kids here. You know, looking around, people who grew up here, you'll remember a water slide. There used to be a lot more for the kids to do. Today, we've lost some of that. And that's why a huge focus of mine has been to increase and enhance our parks and recreation. Our kids need spaces to have outdoor things to do. Our families need places to spend time together in our community. That's what I want to focus on, and that's what I have been focusing on up until now. We've done that through by revamping our Central Park, both the ball fields and our playground. That playground's amazing. We have worked on getting our waterfront park for our children and families ready to go. That's fully funded, should be open in February, is when we're looking at targeting there. And we're working on other fun projects like our new MLK softball fields, our new practice fields, our new soccer fields at the Ybor Alvarez things. And we're also focusing on a new expanded skate park. There's just so many irons in the fire on this because it truly is important that our families and children have things to do here, that our kids and families still live here. It's important. We want to have all of these nice things, and that's what building an efficient budget is all about. Our city spends about $175 million in our annual budget every year. And we want to make sure that that's spent appropriately. We want to make sure that our public safety is covered, our parks and rec is covered, our beaches, our natural beauty, all of this is important. There's so many great things that we do here in Fernandina, and we want to make sure that all of them are covered by that budget appropriately, and we have a plan for the future. That's what I have been really focusing on as your mayor. I've been focused on making sure we have an efficient budget, but one that works for everybody here in town. You can have your cake and eat it too when it comes to this kind of thing. In fact, the reason why Fernandina Beach is such a great place to live, this is something I've said this often, is that we have people from all walks of life coming here to live together. We have it all. We have people who come here for our natural beauty. We have people who come here for work. We have people who come here because they're retired, and we have folks who come here because that's where they grew up. This is their home. And it's because we have this balance of both jobs, of natural beauty, of history. It's what makes Fernandina Beach a real place. And it's a good place to live because it's got it all. And that's something I believe in. What's kept me up at night as mayor is trying to hear from all the constituents. Now, it is one thing you can't do is make everyone happy. That's something that you can't do. There's been a number of 3-2 votes on the city commission. There has been. And honestly, I'm proud of how we stood strong on those as well. But I'll be honest with you, sometimes these 3-2 votes, they're on things that really shouldn't be 3-2. Like we just recognized our local Olympian, Poe Pinson, by renaming the skate park. That vote goes 3-2. Things that you think are slam dunks, there's not always, it's hard to, one thing that's not gonna happen is you're never gonna make everyone happy. But it's, we certainly can try. You know, a good citizen of Fernandina is somebody who is involved. And let me tell you what, in Fernandina Beach, we've got a lot of them. There are so many people who make it their mission to make our community better. And that's for all aspects. Everyone has their own project, but by working together, our community achieves great things. These are people even in Keep Nassau Beautiful, people working in our nonprofits like Barnabas, people that make it their mission to serve on many different boards. We are flush here in Fernandina Beach with volunteers and other folks who are working and volunteering to make our community a great place to live. And I'm just thankful to each and every one of them because without our community, Fernandina Beach wouldn't be such a great place. Public safety is incredibly important to me. And what we just passed, our latest city budget, is the largest budget in our city's 200-year history for public safety. It's also our largest budget in general, but it's our largest budget in our city's 200-year history for public safety. Now, I want to reiterate to everybody is that we did this while lowering the millage rate. We were able to lower the millage rate and still have that largest budget for public safety, and that's a credit to our efficient budgeting that we've been working on. But in this large budget for public safety, we make sure that we are adding, we make sure we represent and recognize our police and our fire. We're adding 2 new police officers, 3 new firefighters. In fact, we are opening a brand new fire station, which is going to be good. That's over by the airport. Fire Station 2 is going to be completely brand new. And Part of that unveiling is going to be a brand new fire engine that we purchased. This is $1 million fire truck, but it's going to last us for many years and keep our public safe for years to come. It's about taking care of our first responders because they certainly take care of us. The secret is absolutely out. Amelia Island, people are wanting to come here, and in fact, that's what we're seeing every day. We see that people are itching to come on a wonderful vacation to Amelia Island and to Fernandina Beach. But I'll tell you what, it is really all about the locals from my point of view. It is all about making sure that our locals have what they need to enjoy living in our beautiful place. That includes things like we just put in a brand new Central Park playground that is bigger and better than ever before. We're putting in a brand new park down by the waterfront to make sure that our locals have a place to go and watch the sunset. Maybe enjoy a splash pad with your kids out there. We are focused on making sure that our locals have places and things to do. That way they can enjoy the community that they live in. The city and the county relationship has never been stronger. I'll tell you what, people are used to opening the newsletter, and the newsletter will do this. They'll have a little versus picture where they put two people against each other. And about 3 years ago, before I was the mayor, just about every other headline was talking about how the city and the county are fighting again. That was just about every headline. And but since this commission has taken office, since I took over as mayor, folks, the city and the county are working better together than ever before. In fact, that's evident in the amount of projects that we're getting done together. And people like to see us working together. People like to see that. We're working on the brand new Ybor Alvarez soccer complex. The city is putting up $1 million to completely redo that, and the county's putting up $1 million. Together, we'll have a great soccer complex for everybody. We're working together on the Peck Field track. Our new historic Peck Center is getting a brand new track at the field. That'll be great for the community. We're working together on many different topics around the community. But folks, it doesn't stop there. When it comes to working together, our city commission, and we are working well with all boards in Nassau County. That's the school board, the Port Authority. When it comes to the Port Authority, we are ending lawsuits. You might have seen that recently, is that we are ending lawsuits. That's been going on since before I was on the commission. But now we have completely gotten back on great terms with the port. And when it comes to the school board, we're working with them to put in brand new practice fields down by the school board building across the street from Central Park. And we're working with the school board to put in bathrooms at our Hickory Street field. All these things are great, and we accomplished it by working together. I think for too long, and people are tired of this. They were tired of this, and I'm glad we were able to fix it. They're tired of seeing all their elected representatives of different boards fighting with each other. When that happens, everybody loses. I want to thank the school board, the Port Authority, and the county commissioners for wanting to work with us, because now that we are, I think everybody wins. Public safety is incredibly important to me. In fact, let me tell you something. I spoke earlier about how we lowered the millage rate this year. Even with lowering the millage rate, we were still able to deliver the largest budget for public safety in our city's 200-year history. We are fully funding public safety. And what does that mean? That means that we are adding 3 new firefighters, 2 new police officers. We're putting the money where it matters, which is safety for our residents. That's important. We are actually just opening a brand new fire station. Fire station number 2. It's down by the airport, and it is going to serve Fernandina Beach so well. We are part of this. We're a brand new ladder truck. With all these tools, the fire department and our police department will have what they need to succeed. And when they succeed, we're all safer for it. Well, I'll tell you, I am absolutely opposed to paying to park anywhere in our city. I have stood strong on this, and I will continue to stay strong. We got to say no to paid parking downtown. We will say no to paid parking at the beach. This has come up multiple times at City Hall and the chambers over the past few years, and I'll tell you what, the residents simply don't want it. It would change the character of our community. We can't afford to charge to park. That's absolutely, we can't hurt our businesses that way. We can't hurt our residents that way. And I will always be opposed to that. If you vote for Bradley Bean, you're voting no on paid parking. So let's stop that from happening. You know, our bicentennial is special because it means we've had 200 years of people doing the right thing. For the last 200 years, we've had people serving our city, growing our community, being a part of what made Fernandina Beach special, and all of them did the right thing. Each one of those folks, from when David Yulee platted our town 200 years ago to our recent city commissions, they've all put Fernandina first. They've done that because they love their community, and folks, I do too. I love the Fernandina Beach that I grew up in, and I'm ready to put Fernandina first for the next 200 years. So that's why I'm asking for everybody's vote on November 5th, because together, we're gonna build a community that we can continue to be proud of.